Hi friends, my name is Eddie Lopez. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I'm an actor at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival here in Ashland, Oregon. I'm currently in my 8th season with the festival, and I'm here today to give you a socially distanced actor warm-up. I'm going to lead you through some exercises that hopefully will provide you with the tools needed to properly warm yourself up before a performance. Every warm-up is different depending on the demands of the show that you're working on, the role that you're working on. You're going to require a different warm-up. So it's good to start just packing your toolbox full of different exercises that might serve you for whatever challenges are presented to you with a role. Your instrument as a performer is your body, right? Your voice and your body are your tools and your instruments. So just like a pianist would maintain their piano and keep it in tune, or a violinist would make sure their instrument was taken care of, we have to do the same. So properly warming up before a performance is absolutely key to longevity, sustainability, and really being able to give the full expression to whatever you're required to do. So I start off any warm-up, really any day to be honest, with some sort of a grounding exercise. And for the purposes of this, I thought just a body check-in, a grounding exercise where you just take inventory of your whole body, just to check in with where you are, is probably a good place to start. So go ahead and lie down on your back. I've got this mat here. I'm just going to go ahead and lie down, and I'm just going to think about letting my entire body sort of sink into the floor. We've got gravity as our helper here to kind of just let us melt into this floor. And I think of this as a body scan, all right? So starting with my toes, relaxing my breath, I'm going to focus my breath through my entire body, starting with my toes, relaxing my toes, relaxing the bottoms of my feet, the soles of my feet, relaxing my ankles. I'm not needing to make any adjustments here. I'm not needing to shift around or wiggle. I'm just directing my breath and my intention and my focus to these individual body parts. What's tense today? What's tight? What hurts? What's loose? What's particularly flexible today? Just checking in, moving through our calves and our shins, to our knees, our thighs, our hips, our groin, and our buttock area. Carry a lot of tension in that part of our body. How can we release that into the floor? Really let gravity do its job. Our abdomen, our belly, our tendon, our center point, really letting those drop in. Working up through our torso, our rib cage, our back, feeling our back widening and melting into the floor with each breath. Our shoulders nice and heavy and relaxed down onto the ground. Feel our elbows sinking in, our forearms, our wrists, the palms of our hands, wide and flat like two pancakes, fingers relaxed. And then come back up to your neck, your jaw, your face. I would have my eyes closed through all of this. And this can also take so much more time. You can really take your time doing a body scan, but for the purposes of this, I'm kind of pushing us through. Relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your lips. Focusing on your brow, really letting that brow widen and open and relax. Your eye sockets, your eyeballs, your eyelids. Top of your head. Letting everything just sink into the ground, like you're melting into a puddle. Really focusing on your breath now, rising and falling. Natural breath. Just where are you today? Checking in, body scan. Like I said, this can take a while. I sit in meditation in the mornings, and you can take anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes just doing a body scan. It's really nice just to check in. So from here, I'm gonna roll over to my side, and I'm gonna come up to a tabletop position. And I'm gonna warm up my spine, wake up my spine with some cat-cow exercises. So it's called cat-cow because like a cat, when it gets angry, it arches its back, right? And a cow has a sway back, right? So here, starting at tabletop, my arms firmly planted beneath my shoulders, my knees planted beneath my hips. My back is now in a neutral place, right? A neutral stance. From here, I'm going to inhale into my cow, bringing my neck up, bringing my coccyx up, dropping my back down, dropping my chest down, my ribcage down, and bringing my neck high, my focus gazing to the ceiling. And then exhale. Pressing through the floor, dropping my coccyx, the lower base of my spine, down towards the floor here, and really arching my back. Each individual vertebrae arching here, stretching it out. My neck is nice and loose. Inhale. Exhale. The neck is always the last thing to either rise or fall, so leading with that coccyx, the tailbone up. Neck is the last thing, bringing the gaze up, then dropping down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really rolling through that vertebrae, waking up the spine, waking up that support system for your whole body. It's so important to take care of our spines. From here, come back to a tabletop position, and then pushing out through our wrists, we're going to go into a downward facing dog position. So, those of you that are familiar with yoga, downward dog is pushing through your arms here, wrists nice and palms nice and splayed, pushing through your index finger, and just let's pedal our feet back and forth, bringing some energy into our legs. And throughout this entire warm-up, folks, we really want to be focusing on our breath, all right? We're really charging everything through our breath. Bringing those hips high into the air as we pedal through our feet, pressing out through our arms with strong palms. And then from here, go ahead and bring one leg forward. Let's go into a nice runner's lunge. I'll change my direction as well so you can see a little bit different angle. Nice runner's lunge here with my left leg forward. I've got my hands planted down. You can also drop your knee down if you like into a runner's lunge if that's easier for you. Just starting to open up those hips and change legs. Bring the right leg forward to a nice runner's lunge. You can drop the knee if you want. You can come up. If yoga is part of your physical practice in your daily life, it's a really good basis for any physical warm-up. Come back into downward facing dog here. Pedaling out the feet. Nice, nice, nice. And let's just go ahead and walk our feet forward. And then we're just going to hang over in this position here. So now we've got some nice loose legs, and our arms are nice and heavy. Our neck is completely relaxed here. You can see my neck is nice and relaxed. You can shake it no. Shake it yes. My knees are slightly bent here. I do not have straight legs. This is going to help me support here. And I'm really just hanging from these hip bones. Now I realize not everybody has the flexibility, so you really just wanted to hang over and let gravity do its job to really stretch out that spine and elongate the vertebrae and let that all elongate even through the top of your neck and your head. All right? You can hold your elbows here if you want as well. Just hanging over. And then slowly, ever so slowly, still with bent knees, you're going to stack your vertebrae one at a time on top of each other to a standing position. So using your breath to bring you up, rolling up your spine, arms are heavy, neck is heavy, rolling up your spine, finding that center of gravity until you come up. Your neck is the very last thing to come up. In fact, I like to adjust my shoulders and roll them back before I even bring my neck up to an upright position. Really think of a balloon. Your head is a balloon floating up to the top. Nice, loose, long spine that you can start to work from, all right? So in a standing position, finding your balance is great, right? So just doing a little bit of rocking forward on your toes, rocking back on your hips. Finding that center point of balance for your body is nice. You can go side to side a little bit. Grounding your feet, feeling where your weight is distributed in your feet. From here, let's go ahead and stretch high into the air. So bringing our arms above us here, stretching up, up, up. Remember, you're breathing through all of this, charging your breath through your entire body as you stretch. Let's go ahead and take it over to the right. Stretching to this side body here, opening our lats, stretching all the way over. Breathe up and exhale, stretch over to your left. Opening that side body here. Breathe up, stretch over to the right again, and left again. Good, good, good. Stretching up here. And let's go into a nice wide horse stance. So spreading the legs a little bit. And let's come down into our hips. You can put your hands on your knees a little bit and just kind of go back and forth here a little bit. Starting to open up these hips and open up these knees and these legs a little bit, rocking back and forth and starting to just feel that fluid motion in those joints. Go ahead and take a nice little spinal twist here, putting your hands on your knees. Take a deep breath in and go ahead and look over your right shoulder. Exhaling as you do a nice gentle spinal twist, looking over that right shoulder. Inhale back to center and exhale over the left shoulder. Using your hands to press against your knees in this deep stance to open up that spine and get deeper into the hips as well. Great. Coming back into center. Let's come up to standing. Let's just go ahead and roll our shoulders backwards. Oh, I got some pops in there today. Fine. Everybody's got their own pops. Rolling backwards. Go ahead and roll them forwards. Starting to open up that top part of your chest. Go ahead and put your hands on your hips. Let's do some torso isolations. So take your whole just top part of your body, not worrying about the bottom part of your body, just the top part of your body, your torso, over to the left. Kum. Over to the right. Kum. Think about Beyonce. Over to the left. Kum. And the right. Kum. Take it forward, like the cow position, but standing, and then concave your back into that cat position. Now you're on the runway. All right, forward and back, side to side, and go around the circle. Take it around to the left side. Just the top part of your body, just that torso. This is really great to open up your rib cage, open up your diaphragm, open up all of these intercostal muscles that are supporting our breath, right? I start with a physical warm-up because the physical is gonna lead to the vocal, right? And if my body's not warmed up and loose, I don't have a free voice. Go ahead and change direction with those torso isolations. Breathing through this. All right, now let's focus on our hips. Go ahead and jump up and down in place a little bit and find wherever you land is a nice even stance, okay? That's where your feet are directly into your hips. And from here, I just want you to go ahead and start stirring the pot with your hips to the left. Give a nice little stir. Yep, stir it up a little bit bigger now. A little bit bigger now. Let your arms be heavy on the side and just opening up those hips, really kind of loosening up the knees as well. Go ahead, change directions. Big, big, big. Stir in that big old pot. Great, great, great. And get that circle a little bit smaller. Awesome, 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 awesome. Starting to warm up our knees as we did that as well. To warm up your knees a little bit, do some knee circles. Go ahead, pigeon toe your feet just a little bit, bring your hands softly to your knees. And I like to imagine that I'm drawing a little circle with my booty on the wall behind me. And I just circle my booty a little bit around, and that's actually gonna give me some nice knee circles, some gentle knee circles to warm up those very essential joints. Round and circle. Change direction, different circle, different direction. Also starting to warm up our ankles as we shift the weight around and around. Great, go ahead and stand up. Now, if you can do this on one leg, balance, that's fantastic. It's a good balancing exercise, but you can also use a wall, a windowsill, a dresser, whatever you need, to go ahead and lift up your left leg and just do some knee circles from here. All right, some knee circles. And other direction. Do it no hands too, that's good. This really helps build up your core too if you're able to balance. And then go ahead and take your ankle in one direction. Get all those pops out of that ankle. Whoa. And change direction. Great. If you want to bring your knee up, get a nice stretch in there as well. And then just shake out that leg and go to the next leg. All right. Starting with the knee. One direction, just loosening it up. Continuing to send your breath through all these. It's good to put on music as you're doing this. Whatever's gonna really kind of warm you up physically, mentally, spiritually. Do it. Go ahead and move. I moved on to my ankle, sorry. One direction and then the next. And again, if you want to bring that leg up into your chest, go one direction and the other, that's really great. Shake that out. Go ahead and let's look at our wrists. Rotating your wrists out one direction, and go ahead and rotate them back the other direction. When I'm warming up, I actually do my wrists and my ankles at the same time. For some reason, they're married in my mind, so I'll stand there doing this, right? You can do the same. Go ahead and take your fingers with one hand and press your palm forward. Get a nice wrist stretch in one, and press your palm forward with the other. Nice wrist stretch in the other, like so. Okay? You can pull your thumb down to get a nice deeper wrist stretch like this. You can see, wrist stretch here, wrist stretch here. And shake out those hands. Shake out your chest. Bounce around a little bit. Tapping's really great as well. Checking with your body. Just tapping all the way through your body. Nice, gentle fist, soft fist that taps through your body. Just saying hello, waking everything up. Tapping through your legs. Tapping your booty. Tapping the other leg. Just getting yourself nice and stretched and warmed up. All right, let's see, neck next. So for your neck, this is the treasure trove for your vocal cords. So really taking good care and making sure that the tension that we hold in our neck, we can do everything we can to really relieve that, release that, and that's actually just a continual practice for good vocal health, is really alleviating any neck tension. And everything's connected. So we're just going to start by taking our head, and letting the weight of the head take it over to the left side. Gently, I'm not crunching it down, just gently over. And I'm just going to rock it back and forth. I'm focusing on my jaw loosening up here as well. So I'm not closing my jaw, I'm not clenching it, I'm not opening it. I'm just letting my jaw relax as I move back and forth. And I'm going to swing it down and around to the other side and go back and forth. Feeling the stretch in the side of my neck here. Back and forth. Go back to the other side. And we're going to add a little bit of intensity to the stretch. I want you to imagine you've got a little friend next to you, a little kitty or a little puppy or something, and you're going to go ahead and pet the puppy or the kitty as you stretch that neck out. It just adds a little bit of tension to that stretch. Great. Take it over to the other side. Opposing arm, petting that kitty or that puppy. Great. Letting that jaw get nice and released. And then coming up. Okay? And then I want you to take your head forward and down. When I say forward and down, I'm not crunching down. I'm going up, forward, and down. And letting your head kind of hang there. If you want to add a little bit of resistance, you can bring your hands to your head and just add a nice little bit of resistance. I'm very conscious of engaging my core when I'm doing this so that I'm not crunching down, right? My back collapses. Maintaining a nice steady core and letting this back of my neck really stretch out here. Stretching back on the neck. It's also want to be very careful, thinking up and back. A lot of people just want to crunch back. No. Up and back. And here is a really great jaw opener. Again, almost a vocal warm-up exercise here. Letting your jaw just hang wide open. You can stick your tongue up out of the ceiling. Let it drop in. And moving up and forward. So I don't really like to go all the way around with my neck. I just like to do one side, forward to the other side, forward and up and back. All right? Shake it out a little bit. Great. After that, your face. All right? So I just think about my face is like a piece of putty, right? And I just want to stretch it out. Make it really big. Really, really big. Big eyes, big mouth. Stick out your tongue, and then make it really small. Crunch it up like a piece of tin foil. Make it really small. Make it really big. Make it really small. All right. Jaw. Finding the joint here of your jaw where it connects to your skull, and really giving a nice little soft massage. All right. And just letting that open up. You can put the palms of your hands here into that socket and just let that open up your jaw. We carry a lot of tension in our jaws, and again, for healthy voice production, you really want to make sure that there's so little tension here. Working that. Tongue circles. Circle your tongue around your mouth clockwise, in front of your teeth. Mm-hmm. And the other direction. Counterclockwise. Mm-hmm. Put your tongue on the tip of your bottom teeth, and I want you to press your tongue up and out. Huh? Drop it back in, press it up and out. All right, tongue stretches. You can do little ones, big ones, and we'll add some voice to that in a second. So that's kind of a general physical wake-up, warm-up that you can attack. And basically what we did there is we did a cat-cow, we did a downward-facing dog, we stretched our legs with some runner stretches, we rolled up our spine, really articulating each vertebrae. We stretched high, opening our side bodies, our intercostal muscles here. We rotated our shoulders, opened those up. We did some horse stance where we did some soft spinal twists. We got into our hips a little bit. We did torso isolations. We looked at our hips and big circles. We opened up our knees and our ankles. And then we did wrists. We looked at our neck, right? We focused on our facial muscles. We focused on our jaw, our tongue, and then doing some tongue stretches. So kind of covering everything. And like I said before, this is all really working in service to get to a vocal warm-up because you need that instrument to be open and available to you. You can do more strenuous warm-ups. A lot of times people will go on jogs before performance. That's super helpful to get the breath down. Your breath is moving if you've been on a jog. Doing sun salutations, if yoga is part of your life or part of your practice, sun salutations is a great way to get into any warm-up. I do that a lot. Get your breath moving, it connects you to your body. And some people, you know, they'll go out and do some push-ups and pull-ups and get the blood pumping that way. So whatever suits you, take what you need, leave the rest behind. Moving on to more of a vocal centered warm-up. I'm really trying to focus on getting my breath down before anything that I do. If I feel like my breath is down and grounded, and when I say down, I mean centered in my diaphragm, supported, I'm gonna feel a lot better going out there because I know that I have that support and that groundedness. So one way of getting your breath kind of really down into your diaphragm is leg swings. So I'm using this ballet bar here, but if you've got a window or a dresser or a wall, just bringing, I'm gonna start with my left leg, bringing your knee up to about 90 degrees and letting it drop back and up and back. Inhale up, when it drops, you exhale. And that's physically helping your diaphragm open up and loosen up. And you're starting to move your breath through on a sounded breath. And let it slowly come to the ground. Take a second, shift sides. Really getting nice swings in here. Leg swings are super helpful. Opening up everything, opening up that lower body and connecting you to your diaphragm. You only about 12 to 15 on each side. Do as much as you want until you really feel like you're starting to connect into that. I sing in my life, and so I use musical scales a lot during a vocal warm-up to kind of just help me track the sound. Really focusing on connecting the breath, connecting the sound, and thinking about the placement of the sound, especially in the warm-up. Getting things forward in your placement and getting things grounded. So down and forward for me are the two things that I really hold on to as I'm doing a vocal warm-up. So just starting with the breath, moving the breath through as we were just doing over there. Thinking of an H sound. Feeling that breath really starting in that deep, deep diaphragm grounded place. Making sure you always have a nice sturdy base beneath you as well. Feet evenly spaced apart. It's helpful to put your hand on your diaphragm too as you're doing that. And I can start adding some sound. And I always start just with humming. Humming is just the basic initial sort of wake up to those very tiny little vocal cords, right, that do so much work. So, And the vocal, kind of the musical scale that I use typically is or I'll use that one for today. Do, 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 do. So as I go through that, I'm just going to kind of work different exercises through that little scale. So starting with the hums. As I'm doing that, I'm really thinking about the sound in like a visual way. I'm a very visual learner. So the sound is like almost marinating in my mouth. All the different resonators, your nose, your jaw, right? The soft palate, the hard palate of your mouth. Just thinking about the sound kind of like rolling around inside. When I close my lips, I'm not cramping them closed. I'm thinking of just lightly closing the edges of my lips to just capture the sound and hold it in. You can let the voice, the sound float up into your head voice, into your chest voice, just starting to play with it, just warming it up a little bit. Great. So from there, from the humming, you can start exploring sort of the release of the sound, releasing through the lips, right? So ma, ma. I'm starting with a and ending with a ma. Ma, ma. You can tell I'm going down. Ma. Letting it just sort of marinate in my mouth and opening out softly. It's all really, really gentle and soft at the beginning. Something you can do in the shower as you're just getting your day started. So then tongue stretches like we were doing before, that pressing out, start adding sound to those tongue stretches. Ha, ya, ya. Ha, ha is the sound that I'm basing this off of, and ha, ya, ya, ya. Ha, ya, 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 ya. Ha, ya, 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 ya. Make it really fast, little teeny ones. Ha, ya, 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 ya. That's just real, putting that the back of your tongue up toward that soft palate. Ha, ya, 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 ya. Ha, ya, 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 ma, ma, ma. Hi-ya, hi-ya. So great, so activating the tongue with those sounds, blowing through your lips, starting without any sound. You notice I use my hands a lot. This is like visualizing the sounds as I'm working with them. So I can, I don't know, it helps to visualize and physicalize the sound for me. Sirens. It's the same vocal scale. If you're not able to get the lip trills, it's probably because you don't have enough breath going on. So getting that breath really grounded and down is super helpful to give you that sort of that capacity to hold that trill. Starting to go into the higher part of my register. Going all the way down. That actually makes my whole face sort of tingle, right? And that's good. That's good because we're going to move on to, after that, kind of warming up the different resonators in our face. Now, in school I had a Linklater method as my core voice work. So this is stuff that I've pulled from all different parts of my training. But this particular exercise is a Linklater based exercise. The sounds that I'm going to use are a me, a may, and a my. Me, 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 may, my, to look at the different resonators on our face. So starting with the me, we're really focusing on the nasal resonators, even up into your brow, even up into the top of your head, those really high parts. It's going to sound and look really ridiculous, but here we go. Me, 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 and I'm actually going to touch and tap my nose. Me, 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 really charging that sound, that bright, 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 almost a yellow sound, bright sound through the top of your nasal resonators, through your brow, through even the top of your head. Me, 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 me. You're probably having to turn the volume down, aren't you? Me, 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 me. Next is the may. The may is really through this broad, bright part of your face here, right? Really soft here. And to activate this, I use a tap. We use a little tap here on your cheekbones, a nice tap to really help visualize the sound and physicalize the sound coming out of that part of your of the mask. So may, 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 may. You notice that I've dropped my pitching of the sound from through my nose to that front part of my face. May, 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 may. May, 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 may. And then we move on to the my. My. My, 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 my. My. Jaw is nice and long, relaxed. You can even put the heels of your palms into that jaw. My, 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 my. And drop it down. My. You can also tell that my voice has dropped deeper into my chest cavity, deeper into my diaphragm, that really, really heavy, warm place. So you can go through all three. Me, 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 may, 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 my, 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 my. Ha, ha, ha. Me, 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 may, 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 my, 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 ha, ha, ha. Always returning to this ha, ha. This is the bass, just kind of check in for the breath and the sound, touching sound. Ha, 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 ma, ha, ha, ma. Ha 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 ma. Okay, let's see. And then, of course, once you've got that the mask warmed up, you've got that the voice starting to touch all those different points of sound, and there's many different voice techniques that you can go through. Scales are great. You could do undulations. Essentially, getting your breath down, getting your body open, and getting the sound forward. For me, are the real principles. So the other thing you want to focus on are your articulators, right? Any show with text, you want to be clear. And so focusing on waking up those articulators. You can imagine you got a big wad of gum in your mouth, chewing, just getting those muscles warmed up. And then you can start by this really great sort of voiced, unvoiced consonants. Pa, ba, ta, da, ka, ga. Pa, ba, ta, da, ka, ga. Pa, pa, pa. Unvoiced, right? A P sound. Pa, pa, pa. Really projecting that through the front of the tip of your lips. Pa, pa, pa. Ba, ba, ba is a voiced, and that's moving a little bit deeper in. Ba, ba, ba. Ta, ta, ta. Now you've got your tongue at the tip of your, the hard palate, the back of the front teeth. Ta, 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 ta. And then you've got da, 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 da. The tongue is moving further into the back, closer to the soft palate. Da, 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 da. Then you have your ka, 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 ka. It's a K sound. Ka, ka, ka. And that's the back of your tongue hitting the top of the soft palate. Ka, ka, ka. And then you move back even further to the ga, 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 which is all the way to the back of the tongue. Ga, 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 ga. Pa, pa, pa. Ba, ba, ba. Ta, ta, ta. Da, da, da. Ka, ka, ka. Ga, ga, ga. Pa, 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 ba, 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 ta, 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 da, 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 ka, 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 ga, ga, ga. That's a good one to kind of really start articulating the increments of front to back of your mouth. The ka sound is also really great for just sort of opening the space within your mouth. I like to imagine ka, a wide ka sound, and then even inhaling ka. Really stretching that top of your mouth, the soft palate, opening it up nice and wide so you have that full sound capacity in your mouth. And then, of course, tongue twisters. And everybody's got their own favorite tongue twister. When I'm thinking about tongue twisters, I'm focusing on the endings of the sounds. One of the things I always take with me is tone endings. If they don't understand your tone ending, you're not going to be very clear. So one of my favorites is Peter Piper, the pickled pepper picker. picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers did Peter Piper the pickled pepper picker pick. If Peter Piper the pickled pepper picker picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper the pickled pepper picker picked? So, you probably have your own. I'll do this. Repeat after me. Peter Piper the pickled pepper picker picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers did Peter Piper the pickled pepper picker pick. If Peter Piper the pickled pepper picker picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper the pickled pepper picker picked? Okay, so tongue twisters, always fun. Using a piece of text from the show that you're working on or the scene that you're working on is also super helpful. Basically anything, singing your favorite song, anything to get that sound flowing through your body is really what you need to do to make it work. Like I said, the main principles: get your body nice and open, get yourself nice and grounded into the earth, check in with your instrument for the day, get the sound forward and down and grounded and forward. Make sure your articulators are nice and warm, and do whatever you need to do to really sort of still yourself so you can focus in on it. I hope this was helpful. I hope these are the tools, some of these tools you'll use in the future. It was nice to have a warm-up, even on a day that I don't have a performance. It was nice to have an opportunity to warm up. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourselves. And if you have any questions, shoot them to Sharifa. She'll pass them along to me, and I'd be happy to answer. Thanks so much. Have a good one.